Oh yeah, welcome to Saturday Afternoon Poetry, everybody. Today is the fifth Saturday. That means this is a special event. And today's special event is the 2026 Chapbook Contest. We had 19 entrants in the Chapbook Contest. 10 of them will win something. But first, let's hear some poems just to see how good my judging will be. And I apologize for the rhyming right away. Okay. All right. So who would like to read first? Because I don't want to show any preference. Let's go to Tammy. That was a hand, right?
Hello.
Okay.
My stepmom says my writing is purple prose. A bruised plum no one picks, jammed with cliches, purple as pulp, a rush of raw run-ons staining the sheets. I want to prick with my pen, scrawl across every wall of the condo she shares with my dad, replace her needlepoint, a woman of excellence who can find her worth is far more than precious jewels, with my messy handprint. Primitive, animalistic, mine. I want to smash her things, trinkets, keepsakes, every stuffed bear and giraffe from every bizarre safari she blew my inheritance on because she could. I wish I could scatter her Scrabble tiles, unscramble the seven-letter words she spreads across the wooden table. Burnt bread, burnt prey. Between us, a pile of napkins and dirty dinner forks. I tip her water glass, part of some pricey set from overseas. I didn't mean to giggle when she points a purple polished finger, lifting her diamond ring, a triple word glare, her best score. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. That reminds me, a meteor hit Boston this morning. Anybody hear about that? It was offshore, they believe, but it made a big old sonic boom. Yeah, okay, well, enough of the news. Let's hear another poet. Who would like to read next? So that we may further decry the
Well,
judgment
I
of the
guess as long
judge.
as I'll go
Yes,
ahead
Bill.
and yeah, and this actually comes from my entry. It's based on my last image of my mom and my sister, mirrored images. Two women sit, threading fingers, intertwining generations. Hands weave like vines of ivy, crawling along an ancient tree. The mother, withered and firm, droops in the chair as she stares at the other, her eyes vacant, coated by the film of age. The daughter, vibrant, lively, rests soft palms over gnarled skin that sags above bony fingers, knuckles stiffened by arthritis. So the parent, now docile, becomes nurtured by the child.
Well done, well done. It almost gives me an idea for another category. The people's choice. I don't know how that would work though, because we're all biased. Anyway, somebody put up a commercial in the chat. I wonder if they want to talk about it. Would you like to talk about it?
What are you referring to?
You, of course.
That's what I thought. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you want to talk about it and maybe read a poem?
Sure. Yeah. There's it's an online poetry journal that comes out twice a year in April and October. And the October one is going to be open for submissions August 1. And what there are a few, I think there's three or four issues already online to see what it's all about. And um, what happens is 11 poems are selected from 11 different poets. So it's a nice little assortment. Small,
Hey, I love things
small.
that are put up on the internet like that because The internet is forever. So that's very cool. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
it's a
commercial, Laura.
Substack.
Yeah, got a poem? Got a poem? Got a poem?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's from my collection, Gentle Grass, from Kelsey Books, and it's called In the Morning. A shadow of illumination slivers through the left corner of my blackout shades. What the heck? It can't be morning already. Further investigation is needed. I tunnel out of my quilted cocoon, my eyes unlatch. Always a good thing. Oh, yeah, morning has erupted. I lift my head like a slow moving crane, probing for the green digital numbers. 712. Not feeling that number. Need to do better. Okay, let the games begin. What is an appealing time to leave my berth and venture into the latrine? 717. A balanced number. Still too soon. 720. A tiny round orb. Too early for philosophy. 725. 2 plus 5. Math is fun, but not yet. I finally settle on 7:30 as today's launching interval and wait patiently for the clock to catch up. If I miss it, there's always 7:33. I do love a double digit.
Yeah. Very cool. And while you were reading that poem, I think somebody wanted you to repeat the name of that journal.
Oh, okay. It's called The Fringe 999 Poetry Forum.
There you go.
So, yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think it's also in my title on my name there. So, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic.
And
Thank you, Laura.
it's on Substack. Thank you. Thank you very much, Don.
Yeah. All right, looking for another reader. At this point, I'm gonna take anybody. They're so reticent to read. Hey, you're in the contest. Read. No. Are you volunteering, Andy? I saw a hand gesture.
Okay, I can read.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Tom. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, this is from from the thing, what I submitted. So, uh, Renoir said, there are some things in painting which cannot be explained, and that something is essential. Poetry is also like this. The signpost might be written in a different language, but 95% of the universe is dark matter, things we don't understand. And when our entire person becomes generic and striving to be something we are not, there is a hall with different visions and voices. It is full of light. The trails seem to have gone in circles and ended, but like the yellow brick road started with a single brick, we are standing on a yellow brick and our journey is about to begin. Thank you.
Wow, I love that standing on the yellow brick business. Yeah. Very
Yellow
good,
brick.
Andy.
Okay.
Let's see what to say. I haven't welcomed Kaloki on board yet. I have to
Yeah, I'm
admit, when I
here.
first saw your presence, Kaloki, I thought, is that Liebeck? No, it's Kaloki. Yeah, you're looking very, very suave today, Mr. Beck. I mean, Mr. Stillwell.
Yeah, well, I guess I take a compliment at 91 years old.
Phenomenal. Should we all be able to say such a sentence in our lives?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just thankful that I'm a minority at my age that's still living in my own place.
And you got your mental faculties too.
You know,
That
that's a very important thing. But when you
priceless.
lose
Yeah.
that, is you know, it doesn't you yeah. You're dead in all practical purposes too. Well, I would say that I mean oversimplistic.
Which brings me to a philosophical question. Is there language after death?
Well,
All right. Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. Because you don't know. None of us know. None of us know. Okay.
what's the towards the back of the book where I can find the answer?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm hoping we got another reader. Anyone want to read?
Read.
Mary, thank you.
You're welcome. And this is not from the work that I submitted. It's a very recent piece, and I call it Rebuttal. You are meant to be life-affirming, not merely death-defying, although that's served you well at times. The feats you survived, the rings of fire, and the high wire acts amaze for a short while, but you ask, where is the love? Required to face your fears and get past them. When you ask for a hand, they only give you applause just when you don't need it. You are not a circus act or a rodeo. Both have their clowns. That's not the job you applied for. Not obliged to bear the burden of their fears when all they can do is crow about how brave you are, and they are not. Talk is cheap, and it doesn't pay your performer's fee. I do beg to differ. Survival has nothing against love. It's a lesson in discernment of who will fly with you and fall with you and lift you up as you lift them up, and who is there just for the pyrotechnics and to witness your daring do. You've done it alone and you've done without. It's time to say, enough is enough. I'm not going through this again. Let us have each other's backs and each other's hands. It's not a clinging or neediness. It's a need to uphold self-worth, dignity, respect, joy, love. Living to love another day. Thank you.
That is a fine example of a poem with resonance. And that's one of the two factors in my judging. Seriously, I treat them 50-50 equally, resonance and craft. So thank you so much, Mary.
You're welcome.
And I guess this is a good time to a certain cat out of the bag. We have with us last year's winner. That's right. Heather Romero Kornblum is here.
Hi.
So if you want any idea what kind of poems I like, you got to hear something from Heather. You got a poem, Heather?
I could have a poem. Do you want
If you need
something
time, you
from
can read later.
the chapbook?
That would be a perfect
I don't know if I
example to
could.
show these people what
I
the Four Feathers
can.
man likes.
Why don't you get back to me in 5 minutes? I'll pull it up.
That's cool. 5 minutes.
All right,
In the
awesome.
meanwhile, we still have some more entrants who are here. I would love to have every entrant read a poem. I don't want to have to call names, but I might start. You know, I used to be a teacher. Yeah. For 37 years. Whew, time just flew. All right, I'm going to do it because I see one, you, two people who are entered and have not yet read a poem. One of them was here first. That was Dean Okamura. Dean, would you like to read a poem, sir?
Yeah, I will. I picked one. I call this one Morning Hesitations Before Walking the Dog. 24 dancers doing tango on a pin, endless repetition on Facebook. Is it time to leave the house? Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. People so filled with hurt, they spit pain with every sentence, trying hard to not fall out of bed. It's a long way to the front door when I'm concerned about every step I take.
The dog barks endlessly when no one is around to listen. Does this poem lack skill? My biggest failures are playing on repeat. The dog barks endlessly. Why? 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 He seems to be asking. I turn one way, get one kind of pain. Turn the other way, it's another. Life is difficult at times and impossible at others. We're having a difficult day, but no one's talking. It's so nice. The sun shines when it could be raining, raining, raining. The dog keeps on shouting. Thank you.
Thank you. Well read, Dean. And Dean's poetry has an additional element that you can't see, and that is that he always provides art with his poetry. So that's another talent that Dean has. Okay, there's that other guy who entered. It's one that looks like Lee Beck. Yeah, that guy. Loki, aka
Okay.
Carl Stillwell. You look ready to read,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, I am. I just looked right up in here. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the poem Kingfisher remembers. I used to get a lot of good comments back when on the Upward Bound days, and it's called Wild Sister. Wild Sister, mom placing pills on floor to trick toddler Dolores to taking her medicine. Wild Sister, coming home after midnight on school days. Wild Sister, when babysitting me and David, leaving us on front row at movies or making out with boyfriends in balcony. Wild Sister, skating so fast around rink, she thinks about joining the roller derby. Wild Sister, bringing her 3-year-old boy and 2-year-old girl to live with us after her divorce. Wild Sister, pregnant again. Mom and Jim, our stepdad, discuss giving her third baby to a childless uncle and his wife. Wild Sister, 2 divorces, 3 husbands, 4 fathers, 5 children. Wild Sister, all stray cats in Midwest City find refuge in, around, and under her home. Wild Sister, needing for brother living in a half continent away, 3 sweaters, giving him enough warmth to last for more than 30 winters. Wild Sister, all sons drop out, but Tina, her only daughter, graduates, marries high school sweetheart, and makes her a 30-something grandma, as she had her mother. Wild Sister, sweat profusely in steaming Oklahoma summer heat to fix for visiting California brother and family one of the best goddamn Chinese meals ever. Wild Sister, big blow up with Jimmy 2 years after mom's death when he remarries. David doesn't want to know why. I don't want to take sides. Wild Sister, quit smoking, but coughing and wheezing persists. Tina leads her to accept Christ as her personal savior. Within a year, she dies of emphysema at 58. Rest in peace and love, my wild sister.
There's nothing harder than judging a contest when your poetic father enters the contest. Why do you do this to me, man? But I try to be objective. And I'll
I
tell
know
you right
that.
now, before I bring on last year's winner, that the difference between the first place chapbook and the 10th place chapbook was 7/10 of a point. That's how close it was this year. It was
Man,
tough, really tough. But to give you some insight into that, we've got Heather looking ready to read last year's winner.
Hi, thank you. Um, I'm gonna read one of the poems from the chapbook from last year, which is called "I'm Not Over You." Uh, this one is called "Horny Sad Girl." No Eyeing Girl. I got banned within minutes from a platonic cuddle platform from my username. I didn't realize it was a platonic platform. Horny sad girl with weird allergies wants cuddles. And maybe to show you how wet I am if it goes well. Horny sad girl is delirious with how much she misses you, the beloved husband, when she was beloved. Horny sad girl lost her mind when you visited her in the hospital, and she couldn't be a wife to you for months. I almost asked you to find a surrogate to have sex with and think of me. I loved you almost enough. Horny sad girl couldn't give you up and was afraid to orgasm. Knowing you were leaving, both hungry and cautious, as she became a wife again, but not beloved again.
Resonance off the charts. And a very skilled poet as well, Heather, you are. As Yoda would say, a very skilled
Well,
poet you
thank you.
are. A very skilled poet you are. Okay. I also, out of the corner of my eye, caught another commercial that's worth hearing. It's from Sultana. Let them know what you're advertising because it sounds very worthwhile. And then if you want to read a poem, you can do so afterward. Unmute thyself.
Sorry,
There you
Don.
go.
Yeah, thank you, Don. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that the British Science Fiction Association publishes a print journal called Focus, and the editor is always looking for surreal, or SFF, means science fiction or fantasy related poems. And they're open to American poets as well. This magazine is published twice a year in print, and they also accept reprints. And so I've given you the email address to which you can send poems. Just be aware that if you send 3, he might reserve all 3 for the future. So if you said 4, he might reserve all 4. But then it'll be published like 2 years later because it's like 1 every issue, and there are only 2 issues per year. So just be aware of that possibility. And so I've given you his email address, which is devhotmail@yahoo.co.uk. And you can say, I'm the culprit, because that'll be proof I'm doing publicity for his journal, also in America. Yeah, and I was the cover artist 4 times, or 5 times, I don't know. But I'll be another one this summer with a poem attached to it. And sorry, and just he also does articles on the craft of writing. It could be like craft of writing poems, but there has to be some kind of speculative element to it. So
Yeah,
you can
got it.
always write to him and ask for guidelines and so on. And good luck to anybody who sends poems in. Okay, so I'm guilty that I didn't submit you, but I rarely submit chapbooks. So if I'm inflicting this poem on you, actually, Dawn, I have a very, very tiny one, minuscule one. So could I have 2 if you don't mind? It's really tiny, the first one. So the first one is called Moksha. Moksha means liberation of the soul from worldly concerns in Sanskrit. This was published in The Eye to the Telescope, which is published by the Science Fiction Association of Poetry Writers of America. I've forgotten the exact title, and it's the first time my poem was ever published in Eye to the Telescope, so I'm quite happy about that. So here's the poem. On new planet, portal led to a seated monk, he exhaled deeply, blew humans back into Stargate. Enlightened, they searched in wards. So this was a Fibonacci poem. So every syllable counts.
Oh, yeah.
In a Fibonacci.
I've written one of those.
Okay.
It's a
It was
great
fun.
format to try.
Yeah, exactly. So, do I have permission to read a second one quickly?
Is it short?
Not as short as this one.
No, let's put it in round two then. We'll put it in round two
Okay, fine.
because I don't want anybody
No, no
getting
problem.
shafted at the end there.
No, of course not.
All right. So right now, at this point in the reading, I'm just going to making sure everybody's had a chance to read. Is there anyone who has another chance to read yet? RA, would you like to read?
Sure. I didn't submit, so
Yeah, at this point, I see Rebecca too, if you want to read after RA.
okay. This one's called Face Off.
And Robert too?
Face Off, the latest face. We are not supposed to look like ourselves. Whatever we were born with, it was not this year's fashion. Must be smoother, puffier, thinner, rounder, tighter, lighter, sculpted, unnatural, expensive looking. Mothers bring their daughters for some work before puberty leaves a mark or identity settles in. Imagine never being able to remember what your actual original face looked or felt like. How do you know if the one in the mirror is you or a mirage? What is it masking, this anonymous veil, hiding a you that no longer is?
RA, it feels like RA's won some things with Four Feathers Press. It just feels like it.
Yeah,
I'm right.
shit happens.
If you submit. Okay, we continue the 3R show with Rebecca and then Robert.
Hi, it's been a while. This was inspired by about the last month or so. It's called The Gash. My abdomen split open. Some call it a wound. I call it a mouth. It was necessary. Had to happen. One mouth to speak was not enough. Another one was needed to release the unspeakable things, the red, beefy things. And as I heal, each word is sucked out of this gash, and someday freedom will come. So the next time you're listening, listen to the gash. Sometimes it's in the throat. Sometimes it's stapled shut over the heart. But if you listen closely, you can hear love escape and the foam of an IPA. After you get over the taste of vomit, it's all pretty good.
Yo. Wow. You get a few poems together there, you got to enter. Next year, 2027. Well, good writing, Rebecca. And I turn now to the third R. Robert, what's up, guy?
Thank you, Don. So I did not enter into the Four Feathers Press contest, but I'm currently in two other contests. The first one is the People's Artist, and I'm in fifth place.
Yeah.
And the second one is the Massachusetts Poetry Olympics, and I'm on the Eastern team for that. So I will share two visual poems.
And you got to tell us how to vote for you.
Okay, I'll put that in. I put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again.
Okay.
So both of these visual poems are inspired by my love of the writer Robert Frost, who instructs us how to get along with our neighbors. When legs are crossed, stay crossed. The title is Instruction for Birth Control.
Yes, something about a wall, right?
It is.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Oh, wow.
And this one is called Instruction to Get Along with Neighbors. When a mouth is shut, stay shut.
Oh,
Thank you.
I got to remember that one.
And those two are considered visual poems.
Mm-hmm.
And I will put the link in the chat to vote for me for the People's Artist.
The arrangement of the words could not be better on either one. Well done, Robert. Well, yeah, so there it is in the chat, huh? Let's see. Okay, that's the link. Thank you, Sultana. And here's how to vote for Robert. Yeah, it's coming on. Let's see. That's a link as well. Very good. All right, thank you both. All right. There's only one person who hasn't had a chance to read today. Do you know who it is? Moi. Yeah.
Could it be you, Don?
Yes, me.
It's you.
Me. I mean, I might have a small inkling as to my Ars Poetica. They say you're only as good as the last poem you wrote. So this is the last poem I wrote. If you've been on Facebook, you've seen it. Let's see. But not in this condition. Oh God, that's so small. Even I can't read it. Okay. How's that, Keloki?
Got
He's a
it.
good one? All right, thank you, man.
I got my Shakespeare magnifying glass.
All right, this is called Ancestors. My wife says I inherited my small eyes from my great-grandmother Tiffy. She is listed on the Cherokee rolls and wore a bolo tie. Thanks to my maternal grandfather, I don't get headaches. And like him, I love to say sometimes, greetings, as he always did. He was casket wearing, you guessed it, a bolo tie. My late father gifted me a large forehead and a penchant for deep discounts and pretty ladies to swiftly marry. Yes, he wore a scout kerchief as a teenager. And I am passing down a love for 9-inch nails to my distant son and a way to raise children to my less distant daughter. It involves a lot of freedom, having finished homework, to choose food and play. Oh, and I was a cub who never liked neckwear anyway. So that poem's been evolving on Facebook. That's kind of what happens. I put it up and then I look at it. I go, oh, no, change that, change that. Yeah. Okay, so I think we've reached the moment. I'm so excited. Yes, I have here in front of me the famous judging list.
Do you have a drum roll, Don?
If I had one of those. Yeah, there we go. And, I feel compelled to offer the top 13. There's only one problem. Only the top 10 actually win anything. Yeah. And I'm willing to do that because some of those people are here. For example, and this is all on a scale of 6, okay? 6 was like the top. All right, so in 13th place with a score of 4.5, Mary Jennings. Yes, you can feel confident that you beat out 6 other poets for the unlucky 13th spot. Congratulations, Mary. Your poems are very resonant. You have a very high resonance score. I'll tell you that. I think that's what pushed you ahead of some people. So keep on writing that from the heart. All right, number 12 is not here. He had a 4.6. Man, 1/10 ahead of Mary. It's just not fair. Jeffrey Jensen. You might know Jeffrey Jensen, some of you. He is a surrealistic poet. Makes it so hard to judge. So when he's on, he's on. And when he's not on, he's not on. Oh, but this is being recorded. He's usually on. Okay. No, he is. You really, okay. And in 11th place, which I can say is the person who would get a definite 0% discount if they wanted to have their chapbook published by Four Feathers Press, as would be the case for all entrants between 11 and 19. If you wanted to get your chapbook published by Four Feathers Press, no discount for you. That is so cool. But then it's a good friend of mine, Bill Cushing, had a 4.65, beating out Jeffrey. Oh yeah, Bill. Way to go, way to go, way to go. Bill's brilliant in both areas. He's got great craft, he's got great resonance, and all the remaining poets do. And like I said, the difference between those two places would be, less than a point. That's how close it is. Oh my God. All right, so let's continue. All right, because we want to get to the good stuff here. Check this out. 10th place wins a 10% discount. I should give Bill a 5% discount for 11th. I'm going to give you 5%, man. For 10th place, you get a 10% discount, and that winner is Dean Okamura. Oh, yeah, and he's here. You got a 4.7, right? You beat out Bill. And Dean's got great poetry. It's both crafted and resonant. So I could say that for all the rest. That's what I've been doing. Okay. 9th place. He's here, Laura Daniels, with a 4.8. That's a full 10th ahead of Dean Okamura, man. Take pride. Take pride. You did it, Laura. Oh, and of course, you get, if my calculations are correct, you get a 20% discount if you want to have your chapbook published. It's up to you. You don't have to take this. All right. In 8th place, I can give you a big clue who it is. It was so hard to judge this one. Chowloki with, what did he have? He had a 4.9. That's another full 10th of a point ahead. Man, that was tough to judge because I'm so familiar with his poetry. But I tried to be objective. I tried so hard. I didn't want to show favoritism. But I'm also very happy that Kelpie's working on a new book that's almost finished. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah, I'm getting there. I think I want to try to get it done by my birthday reading.
Here, to
I
further
think I
motivate
can-
you,
I
because
think I
you
can-
finished in 8th place, that means you get 30% discount, man.
Oh, that's great because
Yeah, that's going to come in handy.
it's going to take more. A novella is going to take more pages, so that'll be
God.
coming handy.
More pages. Yikes. That's the 2 words the editor doesn't want to hear.
Yeah.
More expense. All right. Well,
But
it's worth it for Kaloki. Thank you, man.
yeah,
I mean,
I
Wild
appreciate
Sister.
it. Yeah.
Very
I
resonant,
remember.
right?
I remember a lot of kids seem to have had wild sisters or wild brothers at the school, so I appreciated that it resonated with so many.
Yeah, which brings us to 7th place. This person scored a 5, right? There's a 10th ahead of Kaloki. And this guy, he's kind of tentative, It's like I think he's just trying to feel his way right now. His name is Merritt Walden. Does anybody know Merritt Walden? Yeah, he's a guy. He's going through financial hardship because like me, he took the vow of poverty to become a poet, and so he's really becoming a good poet. But it's costing him. But I'm hoping we'll see more of Merritt in the future because he's a fine poet. Okay, and he's going to get a 40% discount off to notify him. Okay, so now it starts getting worthwhile. 6th place, 50% discount. That sounds pretty substantial to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good. And that's going to
Oh
Andy
yeah.
Pelosi. Well, Andy, Feliciano. There, I can say it.
Thanks, Don. That's a tough pronunciation. My other editor says Poligiano, and I've always said it wrong my whole life, I guess.
But you know what it is? Because I have a background in Spanish, and so I'm always wanting to say Palaciano, like it's
I
Spanish,
know. I think
but it's
most
not.
people say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sound like a
Yeah.
congresswoman, I do.
Okay, sorry, go for it.
And this is the point where the scoring gets even tighter because Andy got a 5.25. That's just a quarter point more than Merritt. I mean, it started getting really hard to judge at this point. But I love Andy's poetry.
Thanks.
Buy his book. He's going to get a 50% discount, so I hope he makes one.
I will. I
Yeah,
will.
because you don't want to miss Andy's poetry. It's really good. Okay. In fifth place is one of my favorite poets that I publish in the monthly Turtle Island poetry anthology I do every month. His name is Luis Cuauhtemoc Berriosabal. And he is such a unique poet. If you read his poetry, it's like deceptively simple, but so resonant. Oh my God, he just finds resonance where no one's found it before. That's kind of what Luis is as a poet.
What number in Turtle Island is his poem?
Well, yeah, you got the copy right there. I'm glad to see you got it in the mail. Yeah.
Yes, I got today.
So I'll have to reach over. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Luckily, it was within arm's reach. Yeah, there it is. Covered by Dino Camuro, by the way. And let's see, Luis, where is he? You know why? I can see why you're having trouble with that because I foolishly, for the first time, used a photo for the contents page. I might never do that again because it makes it hard to read the names. But
Oh, yeah.
Luis has one of the longest names, so he's number 16. Okay, let me see. Double
Okay,
check
thank
that.
you.
So yeah, number 16.
Okay, I'll check that out afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, now we're in the top four. So Luis got a 60% discount there. That's pretty damn. It's all substantial here on, yeah. So in fourth place with a 70% discount is Christine Jordan, who is also a previous winner of one of Four Feathers Press contests. And so she's a very skilled poet. Definitely. I mean, when you get in the top four, you've got the most skilled poets around. These top four are all spectacular. Like point wise, she had a 5.4. And if I didn't mention it, Andy got a 5.35. I mean, that's how close these are. I had to read and reread and deliberate, not debilitate, deliberate. Oh God, it was tough. It was tough. But congratulations, Christine. I hope you at least get to see this video, and I'll definitely notify you of your 70% discount, which is well earned. Okay, in third place, we've got a pretty well-known poet, I'd say. This is a poet I like to think many people have heard of. You've heard of Sandy Fry? Yeah, she's quite a poet. She's an amazing poet. She had a 5.45, just beat out Christine by a half a point. She's going to get an 80% discount, and that sounds almost as good as winning. Yeah, yeah. So really fine poet, Sandy. Thank you so much, Sandy, for your poetry, and I hope you do your book. In second place, oh, I just realized I had title cards for these top three. I guess I could show the title card.
Show the card. Show the card.
Show the card. Okay, let me bring up the card. There it is. Come on, don't be a shy card. There we go. Because these cards are really ostentatious.
Very exciting.
Especially,
I feel like I'm at like the Miss USA pageant, or like one of those pageants, like America's Got Talent, or I got sweaty pits. You
I
know.
want to make it look even larger. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is really large. Okay. Now I have to get back to you guys. There we go.
Okay.
And
I don't
screen
see
share.
anything. Okay.
Don't. I should have done this. Don't. Third place. Look at that.
Wait, we
Sandy
already did third
Fry.
place. Wait. Oh, Andy Fry. Oh, so okay.
Sandy Fry, third place. Oh, yeah.
Yay.
So I better stop the share so I don't let a certain cat out of the bag prematurely. I don't trust the fingers. But if I hadn't mentioned it already, she had a 5.45. I think I did mention that. And 80%. Okay, so that's all mentioned. We're down to the top two. This poet I've admired for many years. Many years. I don't know if you know him. Tim Tipton. What a poet. What a poet. High resonance, high skills. And he lives in Ventura, I believe. I believe so. Ventura, California. Who's actually a Californian. And he's getting a 90% discount on printing a chapbook. Hopefully, I want to do it. Hopefully, I want to do it. I remember he took the vow of poverty too to become a great poet, and he really took a big vow, man. He took a big vow. So he's such a great poet. So, title card for Tim. Which way should I do it? I guess I should just put the title card first, then say the name. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, first we get the title card because I'm nervous. I don't want to put up the wrong card. All right, Timmy, my boy. Here you go.
That's done. You're killing
Gotta
this.
find my way back. There we go. Share. Tim, there he is. I said, there he is. There he is. Tim, there you go, Tim. Your name in, well, not exactly lights, but I'll
That's
definitely be
number two,
sending.
right?
Sorry?
Number two?
Number two, second place. It's only one place left.
I
The winner's
know.
circle. So at this point, you're probably wondering why I haven't heard my name yet. Either I'm the winner or I'm below 11th place. I mean, 13th place. What a mixed feeling that is, isn't it? Well, there's only one way to alleviate that. With a title card for first place. This particular poet had a 5.5, which was higher than Tim's 5.475. Wow, talk about close. That was mighty close, mighty close. Another outstanding poet. Let's get that title card up before I say the name this time. Let's see if that's more dramatic. Title card. Here it is. You know, I just realized something.
You're killing me.
Yeah. I could have made the torture even worse. I should have let the winners read again at that moment. Why not think
No.
of that? Because maybe it's anticlimactic after you hear all the winners, huh? Maybe I should really string this out. Have people read. No,
Oh,
not
see,
a good
somebody
idea.
just left. Somebody just left, Don. See?
Somebody left because I was stringing
Somebody
things out.
just left. Yep, you pissed them off. Yep. I don't know who it was.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
It's, it's
Robert?
Robert. Yeah, okay. Right you are. GM. I can't feel too bad. He got to read, you know. Uh, he lives in Massachusetts. You got to watch out for another meteor. Sometimes they come in twos, you know. Yeah, that makes a very sensationalistic headline, right? Meteor hits Boston shore. You know. Is that on land or is that in the water? Which is it? Yeah. All right. So no one has really answered because that's what I was, that's where I've been totally remiss. I'm somebody placed. I should have let him read at that very moment. Wouldn't that have been the right thing to do? No, you don't feel that way? No, we're cool. It's all right the way it is. You're like my co-host, Laura. Thank you so much.
You're ahead of
Really,
me.
all the years I've been hosting poetry for 30 years now. Hard to believe, huh? Started in 1996, and the first thing I realized was I need a co-host
You
because the
need your Ed
pressure is
McMahon.
just so much. Yeah, it's so much. And I've had some really great ones over the years. Keloki would remember Gabriel Alvarado, would you?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
He always would say, he would quote Jim Morrison to say something like, what did Jim Morrison used to say? Is
Break on
everybody
through.
ready? Is everybody in? Is everybody ready to begin? Just like Jim Morrison used to do. And then
Oh,
we had Tom Garzone was my car
oh
host.
yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
Tom? Tom
That was our
Tom
first
Garzone.
first of our enterprise was Tom Garzone, you and I.
Wow, you remember that? I didn't even remember that. Oh God, that's so long ago. It's like 25 years ago. And Tom, he
Yeah.
moved to Boise, Idaho. That's where he's originally from. So he inherited a house or something. No, that'll make you go back. And he's still writing
So
poetry, so he occasionally submits. Yes, Sultana.
have you announced the winner yet? Because it's getting very late here.
Oh, okay.
thank
I
you. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Yanking our chain
Your
here.
wish
Yeah,
is my
explain.
command, Sultana. Here we go. Bing, bing, bing. And the winner is 100% discount. It's it's Tammy Smith.
Yay!
Congratulations, Tammy.
I knew
Whoa.
it. I got so nervous when you said about,
Thank
you.
you.
Congratulations, Tammy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What a
An
chapbook
honor.
you have. Resonance off the charts. Craft off the charts. It's a fabulous book. I'm so proud that I'll be publishing it at no cost to you whatsoever.
Yeah.
And she should be a feature reader sometime to read from there.
Well, yeah. Is that what we did last year and the year before that? We're going to have to do that. We'll have to set that up.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Jersey in the
So
house.
Heather's got to jump
Okay.
off. There she goes because it's past her bed. No. She lives in Oakland, California. It's not past her bed. But Sultana, thank you for being here. I know you're a long ways away. And
It's always a
let's hear
pleasure
another
to listen.
poem. What?
It's a pleasure to listen to all these poems. It's a really nice, lovely, cozy group. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
worth
I'm
it.
wondering if we can hear encores from the award winners. What do you think? Uh, Bottom to
Uh,
top or top to bottom? What do you want? Oh,
Whatever
Well,
you
I
decide.
I realized the
I
callousness
have
of my
to
work.
get going too, Don, because
Okay, so that means you got to read
my
before you go because
and this is a short one.
you are an
Uh,
11th place winner. Yes,
uh,
5%.
I know technically takas aren't supposed to be titled, but this is a cookie taka. I sing in defense of chocolate chip cookies in the galaxy of snacks where Oreos reign. Then Girl Scouts release Thin Mints.
It's my kind of poem,
So,
man. I got some sweet poems too.
all right,
I want
thanks
to
much.
share
I
them
got to
with
go
you. Thank
attend
you,
to
Bill.
Gabriel here.
No problem. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks
See you
much.
soon.
Bye
See
bye
you
now.
soon. There he goes. Okay. And then Tammy will read the winning poem. Just her and me. As everybody drops off one by one. Hey, you got to stick around for another poem by Tammy. It's really worth the wait. Um, I'm reaching to the list. Hey, Mary, would you like to read another poem? Because you did place.
Sure. And I'll read from, I will read from the work that I submitted.
Yeah, show me that I'm wrong, please.
Okay.
I deserve it.
Alrighty. I will. Which one shall I do?
Again, she placed ahead of 6 other poets. That is something. Let me tell you, because remember the spread was so short.
Okay, I have trouble. Wait, hold on. Okay,
There we go. Oh yeah, screen share.
yes. The Ballad of the Humor Impaired Woman.
Can you make it a little larger
Uh,
for my
let's
visually
see.
impaired friends?
Yes.
Go down
Here's
to the
a
lower
bottom
right-hand
right. You can
corner.
Oh,
just
yes, right. Okay.
push it over. Yeah. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. The Ballad of the Humor Impaired Woman. She is a pear-shaped woman, ripe for the picking and dumping of mud upon by the two-bit comic, seeking amusement from his humdrum existence. Hey, Miss Snip, why are you so serious? Don't I get a laugh from you? He's read, take a long walk off a short pier, right. But he still wants to ride her pride off into the sunset, just because her hormones took a dip. Her womb bore no kids. She lives the values she's been taught. Work hard and reap many rewards. Treat others as you want to be treated. But no matter how hard she works and how much she gives, all she gets is a punchline to the story of her life. She's wasted her graces on one who gets his wit from the sewer, which he casts her integrity in, initially pretending to be in awe of her, thus taking her for a fool. For her, it's about the struggle. If she wanted to find humor in it, she would know where to look, not from the two-bit comic who uses humor to try to shame her for her life choices. She made that choice because the only child she raised was herself, aware early on of denigration, calling itself love. She's better off alone than to be mismatched with one who wants to grind her to a pulp. Like the two-bit comic who couldn't get his wife to laugh at his jokes. Therefore, he tries them out on somebody new with similar results. Unlike the wife, she doesn't live with him and won't keep his house for him. She's no fool there. No man needed to make her honest. She made herself honest, which is what he can't handle, thus the derision he calls humor. The pear-shaped woman bears fruit in other ways and insists you don't let it go to rot. It can nourish you or it can poison you, depending on your constitution. The pear-shaped woman's sense of humor is alive and well, both juicy and dry, tart and sweet, whatever the situation requires. She just doesn't find you amusing. Thank you.
What a great poem. That judge was such a jerk. F him. Fantastic poem. Judging is so hard and unfair. I say enter again next year.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Another contest too. Yeah. Thank you, Mary.
You're
That was
welcome.
a great poem. That was a great poem.
Thank you.
See who's still here. Dean, would you like to read another poem, sir, since you did place?
Okay. And yeah, I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, this one's called Listening to My Body. You put stuff in the mouth, and we took it all, making the best of it. And life went better than the sum of consumption. We grew accustomed to your ways and added grace to your face. Now we'd like a little forgiveness. Us body parts are not able to do your own stunts. Besides, you are not a freak like Tom Cruise. Thank you.
Oh, I can relate to that a little too much. Yeah. Never thought I'd live long enough to have a bad knee, but here I am. Ain't no Tom Cruise, that's for sure. Thank you, Dean. All right. Andy, you want to read another poem? Oh, actually, Kaloki's next in line, huh? Kaloki, did you want to read another poem?
Sure.
Andy.
Let's see if I got it here. Well, let's see, where did I have it? Go on to the next person. I'll try to find mine.
Yeah, it's from the same chapbook, you know. You can always
Yeah,
read
yeah.
the one about the
Well,
atheist.
if you got one open here, I'd like to read opposites attract, but I'm looking for it.
Yeah, go ahead and look for it because I don't have it here. We'll
Okay.
go to Andy, as I mistakenly said originally. Andy, do you have a poem
Okay.
you'd like to read?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. All right. I'll read from the first poem of the chapbook I submitted. The problem with making art with words is that we think we can understand words. An apple as red and delicious is not poetry. The crimson apple bled is poetry. And it is not dishonest to say this. There are things you can only say to someone you love. Poetry is like this. It is not throwing the relationship you have with that person under the bus when it is poetry. There are things we would rather not say to outsiders that we hold dear in a relationship, but poetry frees that relationship. To dance and dream, poetry is to sing when we would normally scream.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
That's
I
some
love your
justification for poetry right there. Thank you, Andy.
I found mine.
Okay, Kelky, you're on.
Yeah, I was. I so much. My poetry book was about death, and this one is not. So I kind of enjoyed the contrast with all the heavy poems I had to do in tribute to my sister and mother. And anyway, they say opposites attract. Scientists say two particles can stay connected, no matter how far apart they are. When one changes, the other responds instantly, even across the universe. I am 92. My significant quantum entangled other is 29. I tell her in winter, love you to Andromeda and back. In the morning, I like to walk around the block in hiking boots. At night, she likes to dance the marinara in spiked heels, even across the universe. She listens to rock around the clock, while around midnight, I listen to Thelonious Book, even across the universe. Love you to the Milky Way and back, she answers in spring. We are a billion light years apart, but there's nothing that can ever sever tie to my quantum entangled baby.
And the award for the best poet to read their poem in profile goes to Kaloki. A handsome profile, young man.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that this is one of the poems I wrote after 90. And I'm happy I got
Should we
enough
all be able to
marbles.
say that too? Yeah, way to go, Kaloki. All
I'm
right.
not.
I think it's down to it's down to the winner. Places 2 through 5 were not here, so we go to
Hey,
the winner.
no, don't skip me, Don.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
I feel so
Oh
so
man, I've been treating you like a co-host. I'm sorry, Laura. Thank you for stepping in. This is what co-hosts are for. Yeah, please
Not
do, because
shy, Don, as you know, I'm not shy. All right.
and then Tammy will finish us off. I mean that.
Yes,
I mean
yes,
that. She
yes.
will finish us off. That's her poetry's that good. Okay.
Can I share the screen for a minute?
Absolutely, yes. I should have said that in the beginning from the get-go because we like to do that
Okay.
in Saturday afternoon poetry. Full comprehension.
Uh, oh, shoot. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, oh, everybody can see that, right? Big enough?
Coming, coming. There it is, but it's not big enough.
Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So my chapbook was about golden shovels. There were 20, it was a chapbook of golden shovels.
Yeah,
So
a
this,
very impressive chapbook. Yes.
thank you, thank you. And I'm going to read one of them. And that's the original poem up above from Sama Riza.
Hmm.
And the line that I took from it, this was the first golden shovel I ever created. So it goes, soft eyes worship warm joy. It slackens a frozen frown. That's what it does. A tree smile blossoms. How could it? Complacency, striving to want. Creation bursts forth, able to end sheltering. Now it is time to be. Bring forth life, or so it is written. Rejuvenation abounds. There's no hiding from it. Joy thaws rigid restrictions. That's what it does. Fauna flaunts fanciful buds. How could they not? After winter's weariness, springtime will need joyful magic all around. It does not need me. And just, I don't know, you probably don't have time to read the notes, but Terrence Hayes was the first poet that ever did a golden shovel, and he did it based on Gwendolyn Brooks' We Real Cool.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's a classic.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
I now turn, hoping that Tammy is willing to read.
Thank you. Why mental health recovery is hard. In honor of the last day of May is Mental Health Recovery Month. Because I can't swallow enough Pac-Man power pellets to kill the ghosts roaming my mind's maze. Because binging on Netflix and Snicker bars disrupts my sleep. I never feel satisfied. Because the mirror facing my bed didn't fall off the wall by accident. Because a raised fist will pick a fight against its own reflection. Because I wake up in the middle of the night picking shards of glass out of my unwashed hair. Because the nosy neighbor upstairs will call the cops and tell them I trashed my apartment. I don't feel safe asking for help. Because cops come with men in white coats. Because flashing red lights and wailing sirens are the backdrop to my circus life. Purplish bruises look like a bunch of tattoos a drunk clown carved into my skin. Because I broke every hard red chair in the hospital emergency room during my last admission. Because I can't sit still in such a cold place. Because the nasty night shift nurse on duty called me her worst frequent flyer. Because it sucks being sick. Because my mother won't talk to me. The last time I saw her was the night she left my dad. Because I stood on the stairs of my childhood home and watched my parents argue about a backyard barbecue. My mother threw a plate of pulled pork before she flew past us. Because my stepmom cruises around in a candy apple red Corvette that my dad paid for. Because grow up and get a job is what my dad hollers before he hangs up on me. Because I obsessively weigh myself, clothes and shoes add extra pounds. Because fat is unacceptable, my stepmom is half my size. Because reaching for my phone to Google how many calories does having sex burn makes me miss having a partner. Because then I remember I never had one, except for Fred, who stole my french fries. A high school fling doesn't count. Because I squeeze my eyes shut at the thought of dating again. I can't see myself trying to fit behind a booth at a busy burger joint to share a greasy meal, never mind trying to kiss a man without smelling his breath. Because my vision remains blurry, even when I blink twice. Because my dad flushed my pet goldfish down the toilet. Because he winked and said, "Sink or swim."
Wow.
Thank you.
Many hearts for you, Tammy.
Wow. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Goosebumps.
Thank you very much.
Good job, for sure.
Good program, Don.
I could try to sound objective, but it's impossible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Poetry with a capital P. Resonance off the
Yeah.
charts. Craft off the charts.
Yeah, that was one of the best confession poems I've ever heard.
Mm-mm. All right,
And
Tammy,
then
I'll get in touch with you. We'll work out getting that chapbook produced. And
Thank you. Honor.
I'll be
Thank you
spreading
very
the word.
much.
Your words. Thank you, everybody, for having been here and making poetry. Let's keep doing this. Let's do this again next year. Yeah.
and
It is time for us all now to depart to creativity land.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you.